the last month of 2020, and I gotta say, she's been a rough ride. But we are here. We have made it to the end of the year. Who knows what 2021 has in store for us? But I just know that I am riding the wave of 2020, making the absolute very best of it that I possibly can. And in that vein, I scaled back my plans for this month pretty significantly because I know that I have a whole bunch of like small DIY gifts that I want to make. I'll be filming them. There will be tutorials. You don't have to worry about that. But those little things that aren't garments will inevitably take up some time in the sewing room. I know that I have like a lot of work, a lot of business type stuff that will keep me out of the sewing room. So I'm just trying to be realistic with myself in 2020 on a high note without a ton of ideas that I didn't get to or works in progress that I didn't finish. So I have 3 projects for us here today. One of them is like pseudo involved. I think the other 2 are going to be really, really quick. So the first one, I talked to you guys in my makes video about how much I am obsessed with Simplicity 8950. I made View D here, and it was my first time making it, and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to make this version here, View C, exactly as is. I might take the sleeve from D. I'm not sure yet. But the fabric I want to use is this really pretty double knit that I got at Joann. I'm pretty sure it's still available. I'll link it in the description box for you along with the patterns and everything else. But I just think that it's a really beautiful kind of like caramel-y color. And I also told you about the brown pants that I made last month, and I think that this would make a really pretty like tone on tone type of thing, a little bit of like a nod to monochromatic. I also have a winter white coat that would add like a whole other element to this. So I am excited to make this guy up. She's really lightweight for a double knit, so I think that it will be perfect for this little like ruching detail that the pattern has. So 8950, really, really cute. That pattern is so good. The neckline, the way that you put the neckline together came out perfectly on the first try. Like sometimes those little V-necks can be such a pain, but the way that they drafted it and the way that they like instruct you to do it worked really, really well. Okay, who went to town on Black Friday or the weekend of Black Friday with all of the sales? I was posting as many of them as I possibly could on my Instagram and Facebook stories, but there were so many sewing companies offering promotions, companies that never have sales. Stylemaker Fabrics, for example, had 20% off. Like they never do that. Almost every single pattern company was offering some kind of discount. Aliso had one on their mini irons. There were so many good deals. So I ended up taking advantage of, I got some fabric from Stylemaker and I got a couple of patterns, one of which based on you guys raving about it in my first impressions video, but I got the Helen's Closet York pinafore. Yay! So I'm going to be getting that printed at my little local copy shop here. And I have this from my stash that I got in New York City. I can't remember which store, but I feel like it was probably, not B&J. Fabrics and Fabrics, maybe? I really have no idea. But it's this really beautiful denim. It's like a mid-tone, kind of like grayish blue, and it has all these little like dots placed on it 1 inch. So I thought that that would be really cute for the York pinafore. It's still basic enough to where I could pair patterned shirts with it, but it's also got enough interest on its own that if I wore a solid shirt, it would still look cute. Now, I get the York pinafore isn't like an ideal thing to make in the winter time, but I think that it's very generous and roomy, and so you could wear like thicker sweaters underneath. You could style it with a turtleneck underneath and a sweater over, or a chunky cardigan over. I just think that there are a lot of ways to wear it where you could bundle up a little bit and it would still be warm enough. but I just know that I'm going to wear it to death in the spring. So I kind of want to go ahead and already get it done because it's new too, and I'm excited about making it, you know, all that kind of stuff. The next thing that I want to get done this month is a coat. So I got the Colette anise pattern not too long ago. Well, I'm a Seamwork member and I have like all those credits, you know, so you get the Colette patterns with your Seamwork membership. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I did think this coat was super, super cute, and should be pretty easy to come together. The collar is like rounded, so that's a little bit easier, and it's cropped, and it is a little bit fitted, so I do have to pay attention to that a little bit, but you know, there's no funky welt pockets or anything, you know, crazy with it. So I'm gonna be making that out of this herringbone, I'm assuming it's a wool blend coating that I got. Again, I don't know where. A lot of the reason why I don't know where a lot of my fabrics come from is because my stash is too big. And I've been working diligently this year to dwindle it down and use what I have. But sometimes, especially something kind of like not that memorable, like things that I got when I went on vacation, things that have like a distinctive print, like I'll remember those. But these kind of like basic ones, who knows? But it is really, really beautiful. I'm excited to actually use it and make a coat. I think the color is great. It's going to be wonderful with black, wonderful with jeans, wonderful even with this brown, these brown pants that I made today. So I am excited about this. It's super, super, super soft, which I love, and I think it's going to be great. So I think this guy is fully lined, and so I am considering lining it with something other than like Bimber Rayon. I'm thinking about like maybe some kind of like flannel, something to make it a little bit more wintry, but I'm on the fence about that because it is warmer here more than it is cold. So then will I just pigeonhole myself into a place where I can't wear it most of the year? So, okay, now that I'm talking this out, I think I am just gonna do a regular lining, but maybe like a polyester lining that's a little bit warmer, but not, you know, like not rayon that's like totally breathable, a little bit warmer, but not too hot for spring and fall. Definitely, I wouldn't wear a jacket here in the summer to save my life. Well, I would to save my life, but you know what I mean. Nobody wears coats here in the summer. That would be wild. But yeah, so that is the third thing. So those are the 3 garments I'm hoping to knock out this month. If I get all the DIY gifts done, get these 3 things done, I do have quite a significant work in progress stash that I've kind of just been like out of sight, out of mind with it. So we'll see. Maybe I can get to that, or maybe I will do another one of the golden rule patterns. But again, this is why I've limited myself to 3 garments, because my imagination starts going and I just get excited and start to make things, start cutting things out even though I don't have the time to make them. So anyways, those are my plans for this month. I'd love to know what you're gonna be working on, who is making gifts, who's done making their gifts, what kind of gifts did you make? Did you do like a family pajama set? Who made a quilt for someone? Oh, I love when people give quilts as gifts. Let me know in the comments section below. I'd love to hear what all you're going to be working on in December. But that is going to do it for me today, y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye.